Have you ever wondered what a Lego lightsaber would look like if it was life-size? Well, today you're going to find out just that. So today we're going to be unboxing a brand new lightsaber into my collection here. It's the collection saber. You can see on the back of the box here. May the Force be with you. This is a lightsaber that I picked up at a local Lego store, believe it or not. It's a bricks and minifigs store. I went in just expecting to get like some Lego pieces or maybe a few minifigures, but then I found this beauty. One of the employees gave me a really cool demo, and at that point I was sold, so let's get it unboxed. So as we unbox here, you'll see everything we need is in the box right away here. We got the blade, and it looks like the parts of the saber here, and then we also got the instructions here. And so when I was in the store, they kind of gave me a rundown of all the different instructions, and there's a lot of different things you can do with this. A lot more than like some of the Black Series lightsabers, like some of the official Star Wars ones. So there's a lot of cool features that I'll show you guys here. And then it looks like there's just a little bit more instructions and just kind of some aspects of like batteries and things like that kind of stuff that you'll need, just kind of some specifications there. I believe these are the screws here to actually keep the blade in place there, so we'll put that together in a second. It is charged by a USB Type-C cable, so that's super nice. Real easy way of doing that there. So let's get the actual hilt out here. So they got it wrapped in bubble wrap here, which is nice. So here, I believe this is just kind of the basic part of the hilt here, where you got the buttons here. And I believe they said that it came charged, so I might not even have to charge it before filming here. And then we got the two other pieces of the blade. You can already see that very specific Lego aesthetic. Looks exactly like the real thing there. So let's see, I believe this is where the blade goes out this way. So I think we got to screw this in here. Oh, super easy. All right, and then the bottom of the hilt goes here. Look at that. Looks exactly like a Lego lightsaber. That's so awesome. And I love, it's actually like pretty heavy, so it actually has some heft to it, which is nice. Yeah, those just screw on super easily, so that's awesome. So now time for the blade here. So let's just move the foam out here. And here we have the blade. It's actually a pretty decent length. I don't think it's really as long as like any other Black Series sabers or like what an actual lightsaber length would be, but it's still pretty decently long. I'd say it's like at least a good 3 feet. So that's pretty nice that it's that long. So then I'm guessing the blade just kind of slides right in there, and then I'll just have to put some screws in around the hilt here. So let's get that going. Alright, so we got the blade all in place. It was super easy. You just use this little Allen key here to just screw in 4 little screws around the base of the blade here. So it was super easy to put together. So I pulled out the instructions here, that way we can kind of see all the different functions here. So looks like the top button here just is on and off. So let's see how that looks. Awesome. It's really loud too. Nice loud saber sound effects here. Very responsive too, like even the slightest movement. Whoops, you can kind of hear there. So then bottom button, we'll tap for blaster deflection. Ooh, that's nice and bright too. So then you hold and release it for clashing saber effect. Definitely very bright. So then let's see what else here. Press the top button or point the saber down and twist your wrist. Looks like to change colors here, I think. Oh, maybe it's this. Ooh, it's talking to me now. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so if you hold the bottom button and you twist it, you can change colors. Looks like we got yellow, purple, orange. Looks like magenta, white, blue, red, green, looks like cyan or like a light blue. Then, or maybe that's the light blue. And then looks like green again, purple or yellow. Yep, so yeah, we got a whole bunch of different colors. We got like the whole rainbow here. So you can change between a whole bunch of different colors. I'll probably keep mine at either like a yellow or a red, but I really like the white option too. But we're red suit studs, so we're gonna keep it red for now. So then to change the sound effects, looks like you gotta have the blade off. So let's turn that off. Has a nice dimming effect too. So it says, while the blade is off, double tap the bottom button, or while pointing the saber up, hold the bottom button and twist your wrist. So let's hold it up here. So it looks like that's Cal Kestis, because the guy at the store was telling me you can switch between different saber sounds, so it'll sound like different people's lightsabers. Granted, there aren't too many different lightsabers that make different sounds, but like Kylo Ren will probably have a different sounding one, the dark saber has a different sounding one, so there's a whole bunch of different sound effects in here that you can choose between. So right now it's Cal Kestis, so let's see what else there is. Looks like we got Yoda. I think that's Kylo Ren here, let's see how that sounds. Definitely Kylo Ren. You can hear that fiery crackle. Oh, yep, sounds the same when you turn it off too. All right, so let's see who else we got.
Wait, is this training? My training? No, always training. The universe is.
I'm gonna guess that's Luke.
I'm told it is the dark saber.
Oh, we got some dark saber. Let's hear how that sounds. Definitely the dark saber. Let's see what else. Oh, they got Star Killer, so it looks like they have some canon and like Legends characters as well. Oh, we got General Grievous. Let's see who that is. It's kind of sounded like Kylo Ren. Not sure who that is, but it looks like they got a whole bunch of different characters beyond just like the movies and games. Leia sounds like, so maybe even in some of the other media that she's in, I guess, they have her lightsaber sounds. We got Darth Vader. Got Ahsoka. Anakin. Well, that's definitely Darth Maul. I love how they add that whole sound effect. It's crazy. You can kind of see on the bottom here the speaker that kind of comes out. It's really loud and it's really clear too. So it's a really nice speaker for just what they pack right in this little hilt here. Got Count Dooku. Sounds like he just said Sith Red, so I'm not sure what that is, but I guess some Sith just have like certain sounds. Like I know that their ignition kind of sounds pretty distinct, so let's hear what that one sounds like. Whoa, definitely some different sounds with that one. So that must be like from some video games or like other material outside the movies, because I've never heard some of those sounds before. So definitely a lot of different options for sound. And then there's also in the instructions, there's ways to adjust the volume. It looks like you can put it on high volume or low volume or mute it. So that's nice too. So if it's a little too loud, you can turn it down, or if it's too quiet, you can turn it up. So it looks like there's also an option to put music on here. So I believe if we just put it down here, and then hold the bottom button and twist your wrist. Oh yeah, you definitely got some different music options there. So yeah, you can just play straight music out of this. It's basically a Bluetooth speaker at this point. And then it looks like one more thing here. It looks like while the blade is on, if you point it up, hold the bottom button and twist your wrist, you can change between 4 different blade effects. Point it up. So it looks like you got a little bit of a strobe effect here. And then let's twist it again here. It looks like that's just the standard. Let's twist it again. Ooh. I don't know if that was me pushing the button or the actual effect, but there's a few other effects here. So let's see. Looks like pulse. This looks like the pulse option, because there's stable, pulse, ghost, and blaster. So there should be one more here. Let's see. That's the stable. I think that's the blaster maybe. And then this looks to be maybe ghost. Yeah, this is ghost, because you kind of can see it going in and out there a little bit. So yeah, a whole bunch of different options there as well. So now that we've gotten a good look at the LEGO Collection Saber here, I kind of want to take a look also at one of my Black Series lightsabers, just to kind of compare the two and see the pros and cons between them. For starters, I think the most notable thing to me is the ignition of the lightsaber. So we'll take a look at the LEGO Saber here again. So you can see it kind of just beams right on, and then when it dims, it just kind of, the whole lightsaber beam, the whole length of it kind of just dims. But then with the Black Series Saber here, you can see the whole blade kind of lights up, kind of goes, it kind of progresses through the entire blade, and then also when you turn it off, same thing, kind of dies down. So just like a lightsaber in the movies, it kind of ignites from the blade all the way out and then back down. So I think that's kind of the one thing for sure that the Black Series Saber does a little bit better, because with the Lego Saber, it just kind of is on. But aside from the lights, I think the one thing that the Lego Saber does better than the Black Series Saber here is a lot of the sound effects. So we'll turn the Black Series Saber on here. So from what I can tell, the Lego Saber is definitely a lot louder than this one. And granted, you can also change the volume on that saber as well. This one, you've only got one volume and that's it. And it's a little bit quieter than the other one for sure. And here I'll do some of the sound effects here so you can kind of see the different blaster bolts being deflected there. And then we'll do a cutting effect. So there are some different effects on this one, like that cutting one, how it's kind of at the tip. Unlike the other one, can't do that, but I think the sound effects are just kind of quieter compared to the Lego Saber. So I'll pull out this one here so you can kind of see them in comparison. So you can kind of already tell it's a lot louder. And a lot of the motion effects are also way more responsive than this one here. Even the slightest motion will be picked up by this one, but this lightsaber here, you can tell it's kind of unresponsive. You gotta like really kind of give it some motion, and like even if you hit the beam, see, it doesn't hit every time. I feel like it hits more closer to the base, because I feel like all the motion controls are kind of in the hilt here, so that's kind of where it's the most sensitive. But with the other blade, I mean, you're moving that hilt and it's making different sounds all the time. So yeah, I'd say the Lego lightsaber definitely wins in the sound category because it's way more responsive. It has the background music function. You can pick between so many different sounds of lightsabers. It definitely wins the sound portion, but I think the light portion would kind of go to the Black Series Saber just because of the way that blade ignites. But I think the Lego lightsaber is a bit brighter with some of its effects, so it's kind of a trade-off there too. But with all that being said, let me know in the comments which lightsaber you like more, the Black Series or the Lego lightsaber. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.